let's wrap up the show with John Kasich. We know that he's very low in the polls. Why do you think that is? Because we know he has said before that he's not going to be aggressive towards these other candidates, such as Trump and Clinton and Cruz and who not running these ads insulting other candidates such as Trump has and Ted Cruz has. Why do you think that he thinks he could win? Could he win with these ways? Because we know that his numbers are really low. So
yeah, he's proven that only fire fights fire. You know, the only way that Ted Cruz has gotten ahead has been a war of insults. You know, when you lash back, you know, at Trump, that's the only way to even make a dent in his numbers. You know, Trump is someone that he's so caustic and he's so outrageous that he's really changed the tone of politics. Americans show that they like this crazy honesty and this lewd behavior, and somehow it's a relief and it's refreshing, you know, which is something they've never seen before is really what it is. They consider him a pioneer with his style of politics. But the problem is, you know, someone like Kasich and someone like Ben Carson, and even Jeb Bush, who in the past have been, you know, very passive and, you know, don't stand up to him, most Americans think. And that has really crushed them in terms of their numbers and votes.
Mm-hmm. Well, to go and actually talk about Kasich now, the main thing, first off, he is about 10%. He's polling fourth overall right now. And the key distinction is not that he has any remote chance of winning the nomination. No one but Trump does. The question is, where are his votes going to go, particularly establishment votes towards Rubio against Trump? So it becomes very interesting in terms of who's he going to endorse, who will his followers go rally around. So he plays an intricate part in the race if you look at that factor.
Right, and don't forget that all these politicians, in particular Chris Christie, who were attacking him before, saying that Trump wasn't fit to run our country, wasn't the type of person that should represent the United States in a dignified way. And then just literally like a week and a half, 2 weeks later, he's endorsing him, he's his biggest supporter, he's stand behind him. And these guys are very Machiavellian. You know, they want to get the vice presidency or, you know, use any power that they can to further themselves. So, you know, I think you've seen a lot of flip-flopping to get what they want in politics.
Is it safe to say right now, with Clinton and Trump being in the lead, is it safe to say that these are going to be the two nominees for the...
Sadly it is. I mean, by this point, math is pretty much stating that it's going to be Trump and Clinton. Now, it may drag out a little bit longer than most people think. In fact, maybe even the Democratic race could go all the way up until June. But the fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, it's going to be, at least in the Democratic side, as the superdelegates, and the Republican side, simply because of the amount of delegates that have already been awarded, that it's going to be Trump and Clinton by this point.
And don't forget, really what's been happening from the very beginning, and not even surreptitiously, but out loud, the Clinton has been clinking, both the Clintons were clinking their glasses when Trump announced his go for presidency and desire for the nomination, because everybody knows really at this point that a vote for Trump is really a vote for Hillary. Because statistically speaking, because of minority votes and mostly because women oppose him so vehemently, you know, he has really set himself up as a sexist. And all of his remarks have been, even in the last debate, that for Hillary to call him a sexist, you know, it's going to be a bad weekend in the Clinton house with her husband being such a sexist and their record of that in the White House. But ultimately, there's no happier individual than Hillary Clinton, that he will be at the top, you know, of the heap, and that he's going to be the absolute definite nominee of the Republicans.
Right, because they are in the lead currently. All right. Thank you to you both, Stacey Siegel, our media correspondent, and Brennan Holtz, political analyst for the network. Thanks for joining us here on Talk Politics. Don't forget you can follow us on Twitter at NewsroomUS and Talk_Politics_. Newsroom is up next. Thanks for joining us.